Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and here we have another Sims 4 speed build video. Again, this is in my English style houses, and I think that these have ended up really cute. As you can see in the thumbnail, this is a little lot of 3 tiny little like bungalow slash cottages. I think they are adorable. So to begin with, I started off with 2 and then I was like, hang on, I can fit a 3 in here. So I fit 3 in. Because why not? So yeah, I really like the style of these and they are really cool. And also, part of this build was my first ever live stream on Twitch. So this is something I want to try and get into. I will leave my Twitch channel in the description down below, and then you can check it out. I will be posting on Twitter when I go live. I'm mainly going to use it for doing speed builds and stuff like that. So yeah, so part of this was done in there, and you know. And I've also been working on another build as well. The next one in this series is also being live streamed on Twitch. So if you have the time and you want to come listen to me like ramble on about nothing as usual, because that is what I do. Yeah, so if you want to do that, feel free to follow me on Twitch. And you can catch the Sims builds before they become speed builds and before they even go in the gallery. You get to see it all from start to finish. And there'll probably be scrap projects and everything on Twitch, because I'm going to use it as my main building time from now on. So yeah, that is the plan. Now with these I kind of struggle because they are quite small with fitting in a layout. And because they're all the same house, they all have the same layout, but they are all going to be totally different styles, which is what I thought was quite cool. Like this first one ends up being very like dated slash grandma-y cottage, because I think that's really cute. And then the next one, it ends up being like super modern, and then the last one is like kind of dark. Lots of dark woods and stuff like that. A bit of a classic, but not cluttered and dated. Like this one's dated, and the other one is classy, but not modern kind of thing. If you kind of get what I mean, I don't know. I really like trying to squeeze everything into this living room to try and make it a little bit cluttered, and it was really quite fun messing about with it all. It's been a long time. Well, I've never really tried to aim for something that actually looked dated before. I know I did the Grandma's Cottage 10k build, but I didn't have the money to really make that look very cluttered and busy. So, yeah. But this one I think has ended up being really cool. I think this one may be my favourite out of the 3. Even though it is like a little bit like, you know, it's not like a house I would personally live in. I really like how it's ended up. With it looking, you know, dated and cozy. That's how I feel it has ended up. Now my hardest part of first room was finding a bed. Well, it wasn't really that hard, but I kind of wanted to use that other bed because I like the shape of it more than this one, but then it doesn't really come with any good duvets, which annoys me. So yeah, so we're just moving on, and we are trying to keep everything looking a little bit cluttered and, well, not so cluttered, but dated. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about how I was fitting this in. I can't even remember if I've tested this or not, or if we end up having a shower in the end. I think I just go for having a shower in it in the end and Should have really made the bathrooms a little bit bigger, I think, so we could have fitted in a bathtub. But, hey, you learn with experience on these things. And then we have this really pink and white pastel kitchen, and I love it. It's not something I personally have in my house, but it's so cute. I just wish there was, like, more cabinets. Because I don't really like these cabinets. I think the shade of white is slightly annoying with them. It looks slightly off, and it just bugs me slightly. Just bugs me ever so slightly. Now I was thinking, oh yes, let's get a plant in there. Then upstairs we have like a computer room / space to read. Is what I used it for. You know, it still all looks very dated, like we use the older style computer and we use the older style TV, so all the technology in the house is like pretty dated. And then the garden ends up being, I don't know, quite nice. I wasn't too sure what to do with it really. But we go with the little like rock pattern, so it, you know, lines up nicely. Adds a nice little bit, a nice way for me to place to put the plants, and it gives it a nice solid border and everything like that, which I like. I have been using it again more often. I went through a phase of using it all the time, just as I was starting out with like YouTube and building and everything. I can't even remember if I really used it in my YouTube builds. It might have been even before I started actually recording the builds. I used to use it a lot. So yeah, now we're working on the front of the house. And it's quite basic. The front of this one has a little bit of a flower patch and a nice tree outside the front. I was thinking of fencing it at the front, but I decided against it. And as you just saw, Trey Like School just got downloaded. That is like my most downloaded lot on the gallery, which I find really surprising because it's such a big lot. It's not really like actually usable, but hey, it looks cool. And you can only have it on like one lot as well. So yeah. In the end, yeah, this one has lots of flowers around the outside. Since it's the edge of the lot, I couldn't really do much else with it. But it looks quite nice. I quite like that one. Oh, it's really hot today. Maybe. Or I'm just feeling hot. Could be either. So now we're working on the modern one. And we're using the standard basketball floors and everything that I use in my modern builds, keeping it all very minimalistic with all the whites and stuff like that, because hey, it looks nice. And even a lot of the furniture ends up being white and everything in this one. It is very white. So yeah, we use that sofa. I don't really use this sofa very often because I'm not overly keen on it, but it does look nice. So yeah, this room's very basic. A lot of the rooms are very basic in this one, but they're stylish. They're basic in a stylish way, if you can class it as that. So yeah, again, this one has a very similar layout to the last one, with, you know, dining kitchen, kind of. I would say it's a breakfast kitchen, because that is a tiny little kitchen. But we managed to fit in a dining room, so it works out for me. Well, a dining table. How these little tiny houses are fully practical. And I bet if you had them individually, you could probably easily turn them into starter homes. If you decorated them slightly differently. If you were aware of your budget, you could turn them into starter homes. So then we have like a nice like teenager child room up here. I went for more of a like a teenage vibe with the colours and stuff like that. Very little practical room really. And then I decided that they're actually going to be different colours, because a lot of the time when you are walking like through and like on a street that has houses like this, a lot of them are different because the owners have ended up painting them differently or stuff like that. Or they might have just been different from the start, I don't know. I wasn't alive to see houses like this being built, so. Because they're very like 60s, 70s style house this is. Possibly even earlier, like 50s. Maybe not quite 50s. Because I live in a 50s house. But yeah. That's kind of where we're going with it. And yeah. The garden in this one again is pretty basic. Very minimalistic. Has a little bit of green to it, but it's mostly plants. White and green. We use for this one. The theme is strong within this house. And now we're working on the last house. This last house, again, I think the two end ones are my favourite. The middle one's alright. It's very plain. But this one's quite colourful and a bit interesting. So I enjoy that. I struggled with the kitchen on this one a little bit. Mostly. Yeah, it was mostly the kitchen. And the garden a little bit, but I like how the garden ended up in the end. So it works out. Now you could think with this one that some of the like features are original, like the cabinets, because they're the same cabinets as the other ones. So you'd like, they could be the original cabinets that came with the house. I think that's quite cool. Yeah, I forgot to put windows in the bathrooms, so I've done that now. It's okay. But it all works out in the end. And this one has quite a strong like musical theme. It's a house for a musical family. With it, you know, we have like lots of little bits of memorabilia and all the instruments and stuff are in their little loft room. Because why not? I wanted to, you know, people can use this slot and they can still skill. Even if the houses are tiny. Because you probably find you can't actually like work out with the TV and stuff because there won't be enough space. I don't know if that's a big complaint actually with the Sims 4. It's because I've been playing The Sims 2. And those Sims have some interesting ideas of what they can and can't do. And I do fix the piano, do not worry. Before the screenshots that gets fixed. Not in the recording though, because I noticed it after I finished streaming. So this is the bit that I streamed, this last section. Yeah, the garden gave me trouble because I was like, what do I want from the garden? I wasn't too sure. In the end, I like extend the hedge. So I think we could have it as just one big garden in this one. And I really like the arch, that big archway. I think it looks really cool, and it makes sense to have it in the hedge. You know, you've trained that little bit of hedge to do that because it looks cool. So yeah, this one's like has a bit more of a wild garden, not quite so structured, and I really like that. It's been a while since I've done a garden that looks quite like this, so. And now I've done it, I've been like, ooh, let's do this again in other builds. So, you may be seeing this a lot again, because I like it. It looks interesting. And we had some sunflowers and everything for a little bit of height. And a bit of structure to the garden. It doesn't really need much structure, but then I was thinking, oh yeah, let's just put a few in just there as well. And yeah, so we are at the end of the build. Oh, there was a little bit of no. Yeah, so we're at the end of the build now. I hope you have... Oh yeah, I was deciding if I wanted to make them look a little bit different. So yeah, we're at the end of the build now. We actually are. And we're into the screenshots. So, I hope you have enjoyed watching this latest edition in my English style Sims 4 builds. If you have, please give this video a like. If you want to see more of my Sims 4 builds or the other content I do on the channel, please subscribe and you'll be able to see it all whenever it comes out. But yeah, so I will see you next time. Bye bye!